We are set to bring you baseball from one of the crown jewels of the sport, venerable Wrigley Field in Chicago. It's the home opener of this new season between the San Francisco Giants and the Chicago Cubs. Cubs baseball starts right now. Line towards center field. Jay has to roam straight back, but he has it for the first out. Stepping into the box, Eduardo Nunez. First time to the plate for him, and he's carrying an eye-popping batting line with him. Up in the 360s to start play. They charge the Cubs as they take the field here this afternoon. They'll look to make it 3. A truly gorgeous afternoon for baseball now from sunny AT&T Park in San Francisco. Today, it's the home opener for 2017 between the Chicago Cubs and the We are under the lights this evening as we get you set for another edition of baseball on MLB Network. Tonight, it's the home opener for this new season between the Chicago Cubs and the San Francisco Giants. Get ready for Giants baseball next. In now is John Jay. He'll get us started in this one under the lights.
Leading off tonight for the Cubs, center fielder, number 30.
And a cold strike on the game's first pitch as we bring you this one here tonight. Harold, you take a look at the Giants as they begin play here tonight. They come in looking to turn things around as they've dropped 2 straight.
Well, Matt, I mean, the simple way to put it, they lost their last game. This is where baseball comes the best to me, where all the cliches come in. You got to have a short-term memory, and you really do. The game's over. You can't do anything about it. You got to come back today and play better and win.
And they'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2. And this will miss down low in the dirt, so he's worked it full now at 3-2.
Wow, from 0-2 to 3-2, and that last pitch on 2-2 wasn't even close. He had this guy in the ropes, but now he let him right back into this at bat.
So he couldn't get the bat off the shoulders that time. John Jay goes down for the first out of the game. O'Neill comes on with one away as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. Into his windup, here comes the 1-0. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0. Hitters count. Here's the 2-0 pitch. 3-0 now.
I understand pitching carefully to this guy in the box, but the man on deck doesn't represent any relief either. He's going to have to go after one of these guys.
And that's in there. 3-1. Just underway here in San Francisco. Pulled toward right center field. Pence has a read on it. He's got it, and there are 2 down now. Here's Chris Bryant now. First chance for him here in the top of the first with nobody on. First pitch of the at-bat. This is line to left. Oh, and this goes right past him. He's through first and hustling for second. And he'll make it to second base now with 2 gone. In now, Anthony Rizzo. He's hitting in the 270s on the season coming into this one.
Rizzo.
First delivery to him on the way. Swinging a ball hit softly on the ground. This gets foul. It's 0-1. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner.
It's a big at bat right here, Matt. You have to get to him early in the game. I know there's 2 outs. You got to run the scoring position. But the good pitchers get stronger the deeper they go in the game.
Well, that's a smart miss there. Sometimes guys will chase it down there, especially when they're in protect mode on an 0-2 count.
Good lead there at second. Here's the pitch. And that's low, so a good eye there as he works the count back full.
Wow, this is a pretty good at bat right here from down in the count 0-2.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. Here's Rajai Davis now. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Leading off for the Giants, center fielder, Rajai Davis.
And here's a ball hit in the air. Rizzo in foul ground, and he hauls it in for the first out of the inning. Now at the plate, Justin Ruggiano. And he's definitely off to a fast start in the early part of the season. Sliced hard but foul. Look out over there. Well, Harold, as we take a look at the Cubs coming into play here tonight, they begin this series feeling pretty good about the way things have gone as they come in riding a 4-game winning streak.
Well, you're playing good ball right now, and you know all day long, oh, they're bringing their ace, huh? Okay, that's okay. We're playing good right now. We'll match up with them. Okay. That's how you feel when you know you're playing good and you're facing their ace.
Tried to hold up there. Appeal down to first, and no swing. It's ball 2. 1 out, nobody on. Started to go around, but he's able to check his swing for ball 3. Comes back with the cut fastball for strike 3 called, and there are 2 down. Stepping in, Buster Posey. No one aboard for him, and 2 gone here in the first. Chopped weakly to the left. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Digging in, the switch hitter, Ben Zobrist, hitting a little over 250 coming into action in this one. First offering on its way. A changeup that just catches the bottom of the zone for a strike.
Well, if you could throw it for a strike consistently, a first pitch changeup is effective. Hitters are almost never looking for it.
And Dan, that's a pretty good example of why he's such a great pitcher.
Yeah, stuff. Stuff is obviously the important key to being dominant on the mound, but it doesn't mean a whole lot if you don't have outstanding control to go along with it. But he does, and he really spotted that pitch.
Line shot to first, and there's 1 away. Striding into the box, Kyle Schwarber. The average remains a very big bright spot for him at this point in the season, just under 400. He was fighting that swing the whole way, but he went around. It's no balls and a strike. Here it comes. Line toward the gap in left center. And a base hit, the first of the game for the Cubs. Legs churning, he's headed for second. And he'll cruise into the bag at second with a 1-out double. Standing in, Jason Hayward. The season batting average comes in down in the 240s. And that one stayed too low, apparently. No score here as we play inning number 2. Now a flare out toward right center. Panic ranging into the outfield. He gets there and makes the play for the 2nd out of the inning. Set to get his evening at the plate started, Wilson Contreras, batting just a notch below 300 so far on the season. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Good changeup that time, but he wouldn't bite on it. Look out, 2-0 now.
That's just not a competitive pitch. I mean, that ball wasn't even close. Now the hitter's sitting 2-0.
Too tight with that one. 3-0. Javier Baez would be next if they can keep this inning alive. And that misses, ball 4, so it's first and second now with 2 out.
Batting ninth.
Here's Javier Baez. 2s all over the place. 2 on, 2 out, and of course here in inning number 2. Here's a first pitch slider that just tails out of the zone. It's ball 1. Getting a few steps off a second there. Now the pitch. Line towards center field. And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. Stepping in, Eduardo Nunez. First time to the plate for him, and he's carrying an eye-popping batting line with him. Up in the 360s to start play. Now a check swing, but it's strike 1 anyway, says the home plate umpire. And he misses with it, 1-1.
Well, that ball's high as a strike in the zone can go, but umpires don't like to reward pitchers on that one. They want to make you get the ball down, so he called it a ball. Throw it down, you get the strike.
Starts to go around here, but it doesn't matter. This is strike 2 anyway. Inside and a hair low. It's 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here's Lester now on 2-2. Squared that one up just a little late. Ready with another 2-2. Drilled right back up the middle, and it's through for a base hit. They'll have the leadoff man aboard to start the inning. So a base hit to kick things off here, and there's a man aboard to start out their half of the second.
Right fielder.
Here's the right fielder, Hunter Pence. First shot for him here, and he brings in a batting average of up near the 330 mark on the season. Starts him out with a sinker that's inside, 1-0. On the ground up the middle. Zobrist is there. There's one. On to Rizzo, and it's a double play. Here's the first baseman, Brandon Belt. He certainly had it working for him at the plate this season. The average is up over 350 entering play. Now a check swing, but he holds up in time. Ball 1. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. 2-0 now.
Now with the 2-0 count and the power at the plate, it could be fireworks time. This is the kind of count he makes his money in.
Outside, 3-0 now.
Sitting 3-0 right here. I wouldn't be surprised to see him turn him loose and give him the green light.
Not a good 3-0 swing as he was well behind the fastball there.
He's such a good hitter. You don't see him miss pitches that are right there in a good hitter's location very often.
Chopped foul right at home plate. Payoff pitch coming from Lester. Again, he sends it out of play. Once again, a 3-2. And the walk. Coming to the plate now, Nick Hundley. He's ready for his first at-bat of this early season contest. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Drilled to the left side. And that'll just sneak past his outstretched arm. A base hit. Taken in by Zobrist. Here's the shortstop, Brandon Crawford. His average for the year sits in the 280s entering play. Trying to hang a 0. Here's the pitch. Just off the outside, and it's 1-0. Sent on the ground out to second. The tag, and he is out. Digging in for his second at-bat, John Jay. 0 for 1 here in the early going.
Center fielder, John Jay.
First offering on its way. Hit out towards second. Panic's got it. Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the third. So coming to the plate, O'Neill. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Into the windup and the pitch. And the changeup is way low that time. This is driven to right, and no doubt about it, that one's way out of here, and it's gone into the arcade section. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Chris Bryant. He comes in 0 for 1 on the day thus far after reaching on an error his first time up. Here's a slider to start things out, looked at for ball 1. He's ready. Here's the 1-0. Not close. It's 2-0.
Well, I kind of wonder if he's not being as aggressive as he was before that home run. Hey, this is a guy that can burn you again, so I don't really blame him.
But unfortunately, right after shortstop for the second out. Anthony Rizzo stands in now. First time up, he went down looking. First pitch coming. Here it is. Chopped down the first baseline, but it's a foul ball, says the first base umpire. Oh, can't spot the cutter any better than that. 0-2 now. There seem to be different philosophies on it. So, Dan, what was your approach in 0-2 counts?
My philosophy is this. I think the last thing you want to do is throw non-competitive pitches, Matt. Throw something down in the zone or just out of the zone, but something way out of the zone doesn't serve any purpose.
Just got a piece to the right side. Oh, and he can't come up with it. And they'll have no play as he reaches first base safely. Here's Ben Zobrist now. Hit it hard, but lined out in his first at-bat.
Zobrist.
Line drive to left. And that'll get down for a base hit. Trying to pick things up where he left off. Kyle Schwarber. 2 on, 2 out for him here in the third. Looking to minimize the damage here. A fastball off the plate away. It's ball 1. The 1-0 pitch. That pole getting a little deeper now. It's 2-0.
Great chance right here as a hitter to be aggressive. You can pretty much count on a pitcher. He's trying to get back in the strike zone. And with 2 guys on base right here, it's time to grip it and rip it.
A decent lead at second. Here's the pitch. In tight as this pitch misses, and it's a 4-pitch walk.
Now batting.
Here's Jason Hayward now. One of the bigger spots in the ball game so far. Base is juiced now with 2 away. Now some action out in the Giants bullpen as they'll have both a left-hander and a right-hander get loose. First pitch of the at-bat. Cut fastball inside, ball 1.
Well, things are bad enough as it is right now. 1 run in, base is juiced, and now he's falling behind the count. You can bet the guy at the plate is thinking about making this a 5-run inning in a hurry, putting himself in a pretty bad situation now on 2-0, and the base is loaded. He basically doesn't have much of an option but to challenge him right here.
And that misses. Ball 4. A run will come in to score. Here's the young catcher, Wilson Contreras. 8th batter of the inning now with the bases loaded and 2 away. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Swing and a miss just behind a lively fastball. Hoping to limit the damage. Here's the pitch. And 1-1 as this one's in on the hands. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Way out in front as this is yanked foul into the seats in left. Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. Here's a looping fly ball out to right. Pence is going to get there, and that's the 3rd out. Now at the plate, Joe Panik. He'll match up with John Lester now to lead off the inning.
Second baseman, Joe Panik.
Sends that one out of play for strike 1. Now here's the pitch. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And he checked his swing, but it's a strike 3 called, and that's the first out of the inning. So 1 gone here in the San Francisco 3rd. And stepping in is the center fielder, Rajay Davis. Ball 1.
Counts 1-0.
And that catches the outside edge. 1-1. Bases are empty. 1 man out. Now a ball swung on and heading for the stands in right, and that'll move the count to 1-2 now. Ground ball sent back up the middle. Throw on to first. 2 gone. Digging in to try it again, Justin Ruggiano. 0 for 1 after he took a look at strike 3 in his first plate appearance. Out into right center. Well hit. Around first. He's digging for second. Arms pumping. He's hustling for third. The relay, but he is in there with a triple. Into the box now, Buster Posey, hoping to cash in following the 2-out triple. First pitch on its way. Just a tick behind for a strike. 2 outs here with a runner at third. Now a swing and a weak little line drive over to first. And they'll escape danger here after the 2-out triple as the inning is over. Here's Javier Baez. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game.
Javier Baez.
Here's the first pitch to him. A slider that just grabs the outside corner.
Ball 1.
And that one stayed up a little high. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Line to shortstop, and there's 1 away.
Now batting.
In now is John Jay. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one. And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball. Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. Now a swing and a fly ball. Ruggiano is after it. He gets there and makes the play for the 2nd out of the inning. digging in and looking for more. O'Neill comes in 1 for 2 with that home run he hit earlier. Into the windup and the pitch. A changeup that just nips the outside of the zone.
2 outs, nobody on, but a base runner here feels like it would really change the complexion of the inning.
Yeah, Matt,
and we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. Ready for another chance? Eduardo Nunez, a base hit in his first trip.
Baseman, Eduardo
now the first pitch here from Lester. First pitch of the inning misses here to the cleanup man. It's 1-0. He's ready. Here's the 1-0. Swing and a liner, but foul.
Oh, that's one he's going to want back right there. A fastball right in your wheelhouse, and you foul it off.
Starts to go around, but the home plate umpire says he held up ball 2.
You know, I think that off-speed pitch fooled him a little bit, but not enough. He was able to hold back.
And he can't catch the corner here, so he's behind 3-1.
Well, he's been throwing the ball pretty well so far, but right here, 3 balls to the leadoff guy to maybe get them a chance to get them going. He's just got to come back, make them swing the bat. I'd rather see him earn his way on the base by swinging the bat instead of a walk.
Now he lifts a high pop-up, drifting into foul territory on the right side. Under it is Rizzo. 1 away. Here's the right fielder, Hunter Pence. He's 0 for 1 thus far. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And the curveball induces a big swing and a miss.
Well, he's really having good success in this game. And, you know, looking at it, you go, how's he doing it? Well, it's surely not the first pitch strike. I mean, he's a little over 60% first pitch strikes. That's good. It's not great. For the type of success he's having, you can't figure it out.
And Pence swings and misses there for strike 3, and he's out number 2.
The first baseman.
Stepping into the box, Brandon Belt. He drew a walk his first time up. Got caught lunging there as this one's fouled away. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike.
Yeah, and if you get a guy flailing at a pitch like that, heck, you're going to go out there and throw that same pitch till he proves he can lay off of it.
A swing and a miss on a ball that jammed him. Lester has his target. Here it is on a ball and 2 strikes. Now a fastball awfully close, but he doesn't get the call. It's 2-2 now. Changeup misses, and it's full 3-2. Nick Hundley would be next. This should end the inning as it's sent out to second. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. Ready for another shot now. Chris Bryant. He'll lead it off against Johnny Cueto.
Chris Bryant.
Pulled high in the air out to left field. Ruggiano has him played perfectly as he puts it away for out number 1.
First baseman number 40.
Anthony Rizzo stands in now. 0 for 2 on his line thus far. First pitch of the at-bat. Ball 1. Pitch on the way. And that pitch misses in the dirt, and it's 2-0 now. Both clubs with 3 hits in the ballgame. Look out. All over the place now. 3-0. That one's in there. 3-1. Into his motion. Here comes the 3-1. And he gets a piece here as this ball is fouled away. Pitch swung on and hit in the air. Davis on the run. And that's the second out of the inning. Striding in once again, Ben Zobrist. A hit in 2 tries so far. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And that misses for ball 1.
That's an interesting pitch right there. Let's see if that throws him off a little bit. He's been on a pretty good roll. He can't let it upset him. Just get back in the groove right here.
This one's blooped out toward right center field. And Panik will make the catch, and that retires the side. So striding forward now, Nick Hundley. He'll lead things off as we begin the home fifth. First pitch coming. Here it is. And he lays off there, 1-0. Lester ready, the 1-0. And here's a ball hit in the air. There to take it is Zobrist, and that's out number 1. Here's the shortstop, Brandon Crawford. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. First pitch hacking here, and that's the first strike.
Well, they're still in this game. You know, if they can get somebody on, a broken bat, a blooper, a bunt, and then go for the big ball, they can get something going. But they've got to start with getting somebody on base. This offense needs a base runner and get things happening. We are watching a great pitcher just carving up this lineup right now. Now he's got this guy 0-2. When you get a 0-2 against a guy like this, well, the results are not going to be very positive.
Number 12.
Digging in, Joe Panik comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Curveball looked at here for strike 1.
Well, that's 2 quick outs, and he's got a low pitch count. Really being aggressive in the zone has forced him to swing the bats. He's economically low in that pitch count. He's got a chance to go deep in the game.
No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
Oh, not sure where that one missed, and I'm not sure the pitcher does either.
Swung on and missed, and it's even at 2-2.
2 outs, 2 strikes, and we're in the 5th inning, and he's got 1 pitch, I think, away from getting through 5 shutout innings. It's pretty impressive right now.
And he is out on the tag. Ready for another shot now, Kyle Schwarber. He'll try and get things started as we...
Kyle Schwarber.
Will Smith takes over to start the 6th inning on the mound.
Number 13, Will Smith.
First pitch of the inning is taken low and away for a ball. It's 1-0. And now a pitch on the way. Looked like a slider perhaps, but it missed badly, and it's 2-0.
Back-to-back sliders away. Now I think you have to think about running something hard in. Not a good idea to throw a good hitter the same pitch 3 times in a row.
To 2-2 now. And here's a slider, strike 3 called, and that'll be the first out of the inning.
Now batting.
Here's Jason Hayward now. 0 for 1 with a run batted in thus far. Line drive to left. But pretty much right at the left fielder as he takes it in for the 2nd out.
Now batting.
Here's the young catcher Wilson Contreras. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Into the windup and the pitch. And that misses, ball 1. Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. And this is going to find the crowd down the left field line. It's a ball and a strike.
Well, he fouled that breaking ball off a little bit early. Timing not quite there. Had a fastball to pitch before. He just got out in front of that breaking ball.
Fielded by Panik. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Here's Rajay Davis now. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him.
Center fielder, Rajay Davis.
It looks like the Cubs will get a left-hander up and working out of the bullpen. And a cut fastball, but this bounces near the plate for a ball. Well, it's been a good outing so far, but he hasn't really racked up the strikeout totals that you might think, Dan.
Yeah, but for him, Matt, he's more of a pitch-to-contact kind of guy, and obviously it's working so far, and the way he pitches, it really keeps his pitch count down.
Here's the 1-1 pitch. Swung on and missed, outclassed by that fastball for a strike. Fastball stays way up that time for ball 2.
Well, 2 straight fastballs inside haven't put him away, so now it'll be interesting to see what he turns to.
Softly hit out towards short, and that's in for a base hit. Make it a 1 for 3 games so far. So a good start to the inning for the Giants. Leadoff hitters aboard. Digging in and looking for more, Justin Ruggiano. Leadoff man on base, and we'll see what they have in mind strategy-wise here. And a good fastball there, but this just misses the zone for ball 1. And he misses low with it, 2-0.
On 2-0, you can bet he's looking for a fastball that he can turn on and drive. Might be thinking about picking on that big hole between first and second.
And maybe some miscommunication there as the throw zips right by him. And now, in fact, they'll tag him out at second base, trying to advance on the bad throw. What a break there. Now here's a ball hit in the air to straightaway right field. This ball's got plenty of carry to it, and it is out of here. Ready once again, Buster Posey. Third trip to the plate for him here tonight. 0 for 2 at this point. First pitch of the at-bat. This ball's hit in the air down the right side and out of play. 0-1. And the pitch. Off the plate and in. It's a ball and a strike. 1 out, nobody on. And a ball popped foul to the right side, out of play. And that misses 2-2. Here's Lester now on 2-2. Swing and a miss on the changeup, and there are 2 gone. Ready for another chance? Eduardo Nunez. He's singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far. Into the windup and the pitch. And that one stayed too low, apparently. 1 run, 5 hits, and 2 errors to this point for San Francisco. Late that time for a strike. And he takes one off the inside corner for ball 2. 2 balls and a strike. Here it is. Hit on the ground toward the left. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. Back here in San Francisco, getting set for the 7th now with the Cubs out in front. And before the inning gets underway, let's get a look at our game summary to this point. Digging in to try it again, Javier Baez. It's been an 0 for 2 effort for him to this point. Hunter Strickland is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7.
Number 60. Hunter Strickland.
And it looks now like a right-hander's getting hot in the Giants bullpen. Swing and a liner, but foul. And here's a swing and a miss as he falls behind 0-2. Well, as demonstrated there, that's a tough pitch to do anything with.
Yeah, good luck. But hey, a high fastball all of a sudden becomes really dangerous for a pitcher if it's not spotted above the zone. A little height difference makes all the difference.
Well, that was a classic strikeout pitch with the changeup down right there. He just missed. You know, he hit fastball, then came back with the changeup. I think he comes back with another fastball in. You got him guessing now for sure.
Under it now is Crawford, and Brandon's got it for the first out.
Now batting.
Striding in once again, John Jay. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once. And he holds up here, but the pitch is a cold strike anyway. And that misses 1-1.
Hey, that's not a bad pitch right there. That two-seamer moving away from a left-handed hitter. Didn't get the strike, but I like the idea behind the pitch.
And that misses 2-1. Slapped hard the opposite way. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. Stepping in and ready for another shot, O'Neill. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Fouled back.
Now, I'm sure these infielders know it, but this hitter can burn down the baseline. So if he puts a ground ball in play, the defense is going to have to make a perfect turn to turn 2.
He's set. Here comes the 1-1. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Davis is there, 2 gone. And he will scurry back to first as he'll think twice about trying to move up. Here's Chris Bryant now. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Fly ball out toward left center field. Davis will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side.
It's time for the traditional 7th inning stretch.
Digging in once again, Hunter Pence. He'll lead things off here in this 1-run contest.
Right fielder, Hunter.
First pitch of the at-bat. Hit hard on the ground towards second. And a good throw gets him 1 gone. Here's the first baseman, Brandon Belt. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Now the first pitch here from Lester. And here's a sinker that had a little bit too much dart to it there as it just about came in and nailed him. Oh, right back at Lester on the mound. And he'll just flip this on to first for the 2nd out of the inning. So coming to the plate, Nick Hundley. He's 1 for 2 in the ballgame. First offering on its way. A fastball, and he swings through it to fall behind.
He's been getting ahead in the count all game long. I think the key has been working off his fastball.
There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. Hayward going back, and that's in there. Base hit. So instead of leading off the following inning, Brandon Crawford bats here after the 2-out hit. Here's the shortstop, Brandon Crawford. He's 0 for 2 thus far. In this one. Time called here, as with the potential tying run aboard, they'll make the move to get a little more speed out there.
Jimmy Rollins.
Lester sets. Here's the pitch. Takes a fastball on the inside corner.
Well, now they got the tying run at first base. Now it's going to take a ball in the gap to really score this guy from first base. And I'm really curious how they're going to defend that on a relay throw, and maybe if we have a play or not. But you got to hit one in the gap to get there first.
I think a big reason why he's been so effective in this one, that he's been just about getting ahead of every hitter. Seems like every one of them are 0-2, 1-2, and it's just about every at bat. And when that's the case, your chances of getting a good pitch to hit are way worse.
Clearly trying to control the running game with the slide step here.
Yeah, that's a good way of trying to control the running game, Matt. The problem with it, though, it has a tendency to throw your command off because you're worrying about that runner on base.
Oh, and they've got him picked off. And try as he might, but he can't escape the tag there. And the Anthony Rizzo stands in now. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once.
44, Anthony Rizzo.
On to the 8th here as a slider is taken to begin the at-bat. It's ball 1.
Boy, that's a great breaking ball right there. That's a tough pitch to lay off when that ball is coming in at that plane right there. Quality take.
Davis has to roam straight back, but he has it for the first out.
Now batting.
Standing in, Ben Zobrist. He flew out in his last at-bat. Here's the first pitch to him. And a strike called at the letters. Looked high to me, but it's 0-1. And now a pitch on the way. And he lays off for ball 1. Now a swing and a chopper foul right at home plate. Here's the pitch. Here's a high pop-up. Able to squeeze this one is Panic, and there are 2 away now. At the plate, Kyle Schwarber. 1 for 2 with a double on his line thus far. And that's in there for strike 1. Ready with the 0-1. Swing and a liner, but a foul ball. He's ready. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Look out, a fastball up near his dome, and that'll wake you up a bit.
Well, that'll wake everyone up. Anytime you buzz the tower like that, there's reason for people to start getting a little bit edgy.
He's set. Here's the 2-2. And he takes a good swing at that one as this is sent down the line in right, but ultimately into the crowd, a foul ball. Our pitcher's duel continues here. 2-1 score as we play the 8th. And he takes ball 3, so it's a full count now. Goes the other way with it as this is in the air down the line in left. Ruggiano is under it, and he makes the catch for out number 3. Digging in, Brandon Crawford, 0 for 2 on his line thus far.
The shortstop, Brandon Crawford.
The cutter runs outside, ball 1. Lester ready, the 1-0. And he watches one miss outside, 2-0 now.
Well, he's got a nice count, 2-0. I know he's looking for something to hit here, but hey, a walk wouldn't hurt you either. Down late in the game, base runners don't hurt.
3-0 now. From the windup, the 3-0 pitch. And boy, that is nowhere near the strike zone as it's all the way to the backstop and a 4-pitch walk.
The second baseman,
here's Joe Panic.
12.
He's 0 for 2 with a strikeout in this one.
Your attention, please.
So with a left-handed hitter.
Number 37, Brett Anderson.
And now they've got him in a rundown. And they'll apply the tag, and he is out at second. Into the windup and the pitch. Popped up towards the seats as this gets out of play. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And this is drifting foul back into the stands. 1 run, 6 hits, and 2 errors to this point for San Francisco. A great pitch there as he couldn't get extended on that one, and he's down on strikes for the second out.
Up next for the Giants.
Here's Rajai Davis now. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. And here's a called strike at the knees. Don't hit sharply on the ground. Baez has it, and 8 innings have come and gone now as the inning is over. Now batting, Jason Hayward. He'll try and lead things off here in it.
Fielder, Jason Hayward.
Derek Law enters from the pen to start the 9th inning as he'll try to keep the score right where it is.
Derek Law.
Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. And we kick off the 9th inning with a swinging strike here. 0-1.
Well, that's a true indicator he's looking for a fastball in. He wanted to spin the wind right there and knock one as far as he could. He got the off-speed pitch inside, and he pulled off of it.
windup and the 0-2 pitch. Grounded up the first baseline. And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out. Here's the young catcher, Wilson Contreras. He's 0 for 2 with a walk thus far. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Righty against righty as this is taken for a ball. It's 1-0. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. Grounded down the third baseline. And there's his first base hit in this one. He'll get it into second, and he'll get in there safely. Here's Javier Baez. He was retired after popping out in his last at-bat. And here's a fastball called for strike one. One out and a runner on second base. And the runner's breaking for third. Pitch is a cold strike. The throw. Not nearly in time as he takes third easily. And this will find the seats behind the first base dugout.
This is where you got to pitch to the strikeout. Infield's drawn in. You don't want contact. You want to make him swing and miss. Throw the nastiest stuff you have.
Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball.
Wow, kind of an interesting pitch call there. The batter flailed at the pitch away on the previous one, so you'd think you'd go right back there, but instead they decided to come in. Make him prove he can adjust before you do.
In now is John Jay. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day. Mark Melanson enters the game with one gone in the top of inning number 9.
41. Mark Melanson.
First pitch of the at-bat. There's a knee-high pitch that catches the zone.
I don't have a problem taking that pitch right there. New pitcher just came in out of the bullpen. You want to see what he's got. You measure the first pitch. Now get ready to hit.
And that one cut a little too much. A ball and a strike. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Down low, 2 balls and a strike. He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. Pitch is a cold strike. The throw. The tag from Crawford, and they got him at second base. Looking to keep this a 1-run game. The pitch. And here's a ball hit in the air. And that'll score the runner from third as they'll open up a 3-1 lead. So striding forward now, O'Neill trying to keep things going now with a runner at first following the RBI single. Down the first baseline, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Trying to pick things up where we left off. Justin Ruggiano. He's got a homer and a triple. Justin Grimm. Denard Span will be summoned a pinch hit here to start the bottom of the 9th. And remember, they need 2 to tie, 3 to win. So he's got his work cut out for him here. Shot to third, but quick reactions at the hot corner take away a hit, and there's one gone. Here's Buster Posey now. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once. And the slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. 1-0 count. Here it is. Now a check swing here, but the home plate umpire says he went around, and no argument, and it's 1-1. And he swings on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. Fastball, strike 3 called as he couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away. Stepping up now, Eduardo Nunez. He comes to the plate as the last chance for his side. 2 out here in the 9th. And a slider tails outside for ball one. Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. And this is sliced foul into the stands in right, out of play. 2 out, nobody on. And there's ball 2 now. Grounded back up the middle. Baez ranging to his right. Throw on to first will be in time to get him. And the Cubs have run their winning streak to 5 in a row now as this ball game is over. And guys, the Cubs were given an excellent outing on the mound here by this man, Jon Lester. What a performance he turned in. He's our top player of the game.
Hey, look at the numbers. This is what you want from your starting pitcher. He gave him 7 strong innings and sets things up perfectly for the bullpen to seal the deal. Very good job out there.
Here now is the final line score tonight. First for the victorious Chicago Cubs. 3 runs on 7 hits. No errors. They left 8 men on base. For the Giants, 1 run on 6 hits. 3 errors. They also left 3 men on base. The winning pitcher is Jon Lester.